In Temple Bar at night, everything is lit up. So during the day, Temple Bar is very lively with restaurants, with shops, with tourists, but also just regular people, regular residents of the city. And then at nighttime, wow, that's when things pick up, and that's where you really get to embrace Irish pub culture. Irish culture has its own flavor that's a little bit stronger than British culture. And I mean, these restaurants behind me are just a perfect example of that. Every one is unique in its own way. It's like this one has lights with a bright colored outside. The other one's big into sports. This shop right here has just all different things that you could buy, Dublin souvenirs. Like, each one is unique in a different way. While all the restaurants are very modern, they're just built and they give you the feeling when you're inside as if you're eating in the late 1800s. Even the gift shops have a very elegant feel to them, not like a normal souvenir store that you would find in a big city. As we actually get into the night, this is where it seems like the energy is really picking up. People are coming out, especially going to restaurants, family, friends. It's just really exciting to see. In Temple Bar at night, everything is lit up. From the signs, there are lights that go just strung right across the streets as you walk along the road. It is just the atmosphere. It is so fun to be a part of. Reminds me a little bit of I'm thinking an Irish Beale Street. I'm thinking that's a good comparison because I was just in Memphis literally a few months ago and it was so similar. Just, of course, you have the American Southern twist on kind of Temple Bar. Both places are spots that thrive at nightlife, and this is where everyone comes and hangs out. And you have all the different colors, street performers, and just it's almost like a mesmerizing scene. I'll be trying my shepherd's pie at the Old Mill, a restaurant that seems very colorful, very fun, live music, and just seems like we're gonna have such a great time. Of course, I had to grab a meal here, so I ended up getting the shepherd's pie. They call it cottage pie here, from one of the local pubs, and wow, it was good. It's not something I will eat every single night, but to be able to have it once, have the local cuisine, absolutely phenomenal. The shepherd's pie it's like this beef and cooked vegetables in this gravy with this nice mashed potato layer on top. I am making a video about it, so make sure to check that out. Old Mill was cool because it was on the second floor, so you walked up there to get to the restaurant. There were only about 15 tables, so it had a very intimate vibe. There was a Premier League football match happening on the TV, and you had just the regular pub decorations. Service was solid, and overall, yeah, food was good. Now I'm going to take a moment in this video to make sure to tell you that you need to subscribe because I'm traveling so many places in 2024. It's literally unbelievable. Ireland was country number 15 for me, and I am really hoping and making it a goal that by the end of this calendar year, I would have visited 50 countries. Yes, 50. So subscribe so you can stay tuned for content everywhere in the world. All of the winter lights around here, it really adds an incredible energy. Not only is it lighting up the surrounding area, but it's lightening the mood as well. Everyone here is having fun. Everyone's dancing. Most people here have had a few drinks in them, so that's probably making things a little more chaotic, but that's just the Irish pub culture. Great thing is that it's not just one street, it's extending from multiple blocks, both this way, and then you turn and it's going that way, and the energy is just all around. I keep saying energy because you really feel it. This is funny, in the middle of all the pubs, we got a Papa John's. What? What's even weirder is that this Papa John's sells cheeseburgers and fried chicken sandwiches. What? There's a Hard Rock right here. There's the hotel, there's a restaurant, there's a shop. There seems to be one, and just one, in every big city. It's not just pubs that are along the strip. You can get Italian food, there are American cuisines, ice cream, different sweets. So they really got much more if pub culture is not your thing. You will be paying, fine dollar just if you get a regular entree. Think of it around $20 to $25 per person. You add starters, maybe dessert, and you're going to be coming to around probably 40 to 45 US dollars per person. Everywhere at night is pretty well lit, and you have some sections that are just extremely colorful. Like, look at this rainbow light tunnel going down one of the pedestrian bridges. Thing is that I haven't seen a single boat, which shows there's no modern use for this river anymore. So obviously the pedestrian bridges and regular bridges, they are low to the water, but still good enough that if you wanted to have, let's say, like rowboats or even like smaller like motorized ones come through, give tours, that is, I think, would add so much to the scene. The entirety is pedestrian only. See, there's the blocker so the cars can't get through, and then you have this paved cobblestone walkway for the entirety of it, except for some small parts. And you walk into an atmosphere like this. Local well-known areas tend to be tourist traps, but I wouldn't say Temple Bar is one of those. You definitely don't actually need to come here for dinner. There are so many great places that are honestly really similar, if not nearly identical. So just kind of find one that's maybe near your hotel or something, but still come to this area to be able to walk around, even if you're not grabbing a meal, and experience the livelihood just walking through it. And going back to the point of how you can eat somewhere else, the prices specifically here are like jumped up a little bit just because of the popularity of the area. So if you're really watching your budget, like I said, you can go to another restaurant, another pub in any other area, and you'll be more than fine. If you want my recommendation on where exactly to go, I would say do it by the Temple Bar Pub, that's the name of it, or Old Mill, which was the restaurant that I ate at. So yeah, that's where I would start, and then kind of make your way around there.